What's up, guys? Just continuing with my series on rambling of my studio stuff. I have my webcam set up to catch these both the best I can. My tripod does not go that high, but I do. So this is the Nord Rack 3. It's a Swedish kind of modular or FM subtractive synth that sounds rather modular, and I have my Virus C here, and I have MIDI from the Virus to the Nord and the audio out going into the Virus. The thing about the Nord rack is it does not have onboard effects, and the Virus does, so I can route things into the Virus like phasing chorus and some delay and some reverb, and it's pretty awesome possum because I can use that famous Swedish unison and run it through a reverb, and I can have the best of both worlds, Sweden and Germany coming together. And what's really funny is it says advanced subtractive synthesizer made in Sweden by Clavia, and this says advanced simulated analog synthesizer. Everything was advanced back then, and that's rather funny. So I have kind of a preset C125 for those playing at home, and it's the input, and I can do a lot of neat things with the input. I can even use this as a modulation source. So I have, what you're hearing is the Nord, and it's being run through the Virus. And what's really cool is the unison. It's a really wide unison. It doesn't take away any of your voices. It doesn't use any extra voices. It doesn't take away from your polyphony. So with that, we can get some very neato reverb. And filter it up. That's all really good. So how I use these two right now is I use something called serial distortion. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of demonstrate that. So I have that, and that's all cool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the filter, the distortion filter. I'm going to drive the filter quite a bit on the Nord itself. And bring it down. You can see that wave shape is rather intense. And boost the resonance. Like that kind of bite down there. And that's all good. And I could stop there, but obviously I overdo things quite a bit. So I'm going to add a bit of that famous, excess distortion. I might go, let's go middle. And that sounds rather fit. A lot of harmonic stuff going on there. But what I can do is I can have the filter activated. Well, it already is activated. And I can get some very, very terrifying sounds. And yeah, that's pretty neat. I can also try turning on the unison, but sometimes it doesn't really work. Stereo distortion. And to me, that sounds very intense. And yeah, the funny thing about this snort is it's still used by Mr. Deadmau5 in his Meowington Hacks tour. I noticed that this was in Iraq, and there's a few sounds in here that are from his earliest work, and that's pretty cool. Thing is it's not rack compatible. It's a little bit shorter, and yeah, I want to get rack ears for it, but I don't know where to find it. And yeah, if you want distortion, you got distortion. And I guess in the next video I'll be going through some more stuff. Take care and